Welcome to Crimson Guitars Great Guitar Build-Off 21 Bill's Law Edition. Let's start off by defining what Bill's Law is. Bill's Law specifically states that anything that Murphy may have forgot, omitted, or plain didn't know in the first place can happen and will happen to Bill. I am Bill. Okay, this first part here shows my lack of knowledge, paying attention, or just the express activity of Bill's Law. As you see, I end up with a bolt-on neck because the bodies that I wanted to do were bolt-on and weren't available. And I bought a set neck body. The next picture here you see is seriously all the tools that I used in this build, barring a cordless drill I borrowed from a neighbor. Next up, we got the body and what I did to adapt the neck to the body. Also showing some of the flaws that were found as we go along section by section in this. You will see the many flaws of that body that I had to deal with. So this is what I got going on for making the bolt-on neck into a set neck. Spent over 4 hours carving that bad boy with only a Dremel tool and chisels. I had like very limited tools here, and as we can see, that where that angle's in here, like that V in there. But there's like 4 or 5 here because it takes like forever, and I'm not going to waste everybody's time on the video watching. So per the procedures, after leveling has been done, we hit the frets with a Sharpie. Now, I don't have a fret crowning file, and doesn't seem like my friend's going to be able to get out here within a reasonable amount of time to let me borrow his tool, so improvised. Took a wooden dowel, coated it with some really thin super glue, and then put it on glass and sanded it flat, and then took some spray glue and mounted some 650 grit all the way around it, and this is what I've been using. Seems to work good. It takes forever, so it'll probably drive some of you guys bonkers because of the time it takes, but it's really not that bad. So start almost flat here. See if I can bump my head on this camera as I do it. Keeping it straight. A little bit of light pressure and roll it over a little bit by little. Throw it in the light, check where we're at, and repeat. And so we don't get too off kilter, go from the other side. A little bit of light pressure, a little bit of rolling. Is it going to be perfect? Nowhere near perfect by far, but for a first fret job, I think it's going to be somewhere between super professional and something you can get off the rack at a Guitar Center. So, not the best in the world, not so much the cheapy experience of buying a prefab. You know, we got the line straight, now it's just a matter of bringing it in and thinning down the seat. And here we go. Again, not sure what that's going to look like in the camera, but again, it's what we've got to work with, so it is what it is. One more look at the shiny, pretty frets. Alright, that should give me enough to do another edit and do another post. Got my inlays done. Got them all sanded down. Now if you notice, I don't know if I showed the body with full red stain before or not, but I'll show some stills and what it is now here in this video. Look at that grain. Is that not gorgeous? So what I tried to do was do the light stain and then sand it back like you do to get that grain to show up and pop, and it didn't really work, so I coated it again and it just got darker. So I was like, okay, let's sand it all again, and I did a double coat, let that dry overnight, and I sanded it back to where there was wood here, and it took it all away. It was right back to wood. None of the grain was grabbing any of the stain and getting highlighted or anything, and just couldn't figure it out. Well, come to find out, the company I got this from, I guess one of their habits is grind the body down, do your basic carve, a light sanding, and then just coat the crap out of it with sealer and use it as a filler. I end up having to sand all the way through all that sealer to get back to this. This next section here is the final assembly and all the components as they went on. I sped this up so get all this stuff in the allotted times and be able to get this video out. The reason I'm doing this on the phone right now is because Windows decided it didn't want to let me use a microphone for some reason, so I could do a voiceover, and the software that I used to edit it wasn't even showing the ability to choose a microphone. So couldn't use my headset mic, couldn't use my my FireWire setup either that I usually record guitar parts on through the computer. So it is what it is. You know, got to get this video out. The deadline is less than 15 hours away, so here we are. clean demo on these EMGs that everybody say they can't run clean. This is how I got it set up. It's being played through 8 10-inch speakers through a crappy crate amplifier from the 80s. My effects processor on bypass, so there's zero EQ, zero nothing. This is what it is. So it says bridge pickup, high tone, bridge pickup, low tone, both pickups, high tone, both pickups, low tone, and finally the neck pickup. That was high tone or low tone, this is high tone. So, bridge pickup, high tone, or sorry, neck pickup, high tone. Don't want to play too much of this stuff so I get copyright strikes and my video gets taken down and nobody gets to see anything to judge it by. I got a few hours left to get it done and loaded. My computer's giving me problems with the mic, so I'm having to do everything over the cell phone and then edit it into the video for any voiceovers. So it's been a major freaking pain. And this is both pickups high tone. Ooh. So that's it. It's a quick run through everything. So, if you want to hear what this sounds like through the processors and at full power and yada yada yada, I've got crappy videos up on my channel. You can check those out. Borgonian Evolution. And if you want to throw me a vote, I know I ain't got a chance of winning at anything here, but 1 or 2 votes, be a good confidence booster anyway. Good luck with your builds. Good luck with the voting, and happy playing. Happy building. Go make dust.